Hi, I'm James from Cubis, and today we're going to look at the unboxing and setup of a Cognitio 4-channel NVR. Now the setup will be exactly the same for any Cognitio series NVR, DVR, 4, 8, 16 or 32 channel. This is the 4-channel 4K NVR. Just going to pop it out the box. Now we have our accessories here. Power lead. This is our SATA connection cable. We've got our screws for the hard drive as well. We have our Ethernet cable. We've got a mouse, and we've got the rest of our power adapter, as well as some quick start guide instructions. And then we have the unit itself. So small little 1U case, 4-channel unit. We've got the 4 ports of PoE, HDMI, VGA, audio in and out, and our LAN port. Now we're going to plug this in and go through the setup of the Cognitio NVR. So this is our Cognitio NVR all plugged in. For the purpose of this demo, I've also plugged in a Cognitio IPC 5 megapixel Turret 3, which is here. There is a comparison between the Turret 1 and the Turret 3, and you can see a link to the video here. This is our initial setup screen. So this is what we're going to see out of the box once we've plugged it in. And we see our region here. Now we're going to select the UK because that's where we are. If I put UN, you can use the drop down box, but then it brings down my options to United Kingdom. We also have our language. I'm going to set mine for English because that's my language. But if you were speaking another language, you've got your drop down box and all your different language options there. We've got video standard, which I'm going to keep as PAL. That's the standard for most of Europe. If we go next, we're now into our time zone. Now I'm going to keep it where it is, which is Dublin, Edinburgh, Lisbon and London. And so we've got a system time there. If you were in a different part of the world and you want to set a different time zone, you could there. Now we're going to put in our password. We've got first our username, which is admin. We've got a password I'm going to use for the purpose of the demo, test 1234. And now I've got to confirm that password by putting the same thing. So I'm going to put in test 1234. You might want to put something a little bit more secure. Now you've got your password hint, so you can put anything in here to kind of remind you. I'm going to put test, and then we go next. Now we've got the chance to put in a password pattern instead of putting in the password each time. For the demonstration, I'm going to draw a Z. So here we go. And now you've got to repeat the pattern. There we go. Right, now this is for your reset email, so it's important that you put this in case you forget your password. My email, which will be test@cubis.co.uk. We've also the chance here to add security questions. So we can put in what's your favourite child's book, or what's the name of your first boss, what's your name of your favourite fruit. There's a list of other questions there. Where's your hometown, etc. I'm going to blank this out for the purpose of the video, but we can add those questions in and just press OK. So now we get the option to auto check for updates. I recommend we leave this box ticked. We've got device name is NVR. We could change it if you wanted to. Device number is 8. We've got language, and the video format is still PAL. You've got the option to change it again if you want here. Now we want to sync to a remote device with those languages, formats and time zones, so we keep that enabled. We've got instant playback here. Now this is by default set to 5 minutes. So if we ask for instant playback on a camera, we would get footage from 5 minutes previous. We can change that to 10 minutes if we prefer. We've got logout time. So if any inactivity on the NVR or DVR, it will log out. I'm going to set that to 0. And we've got the cam time sync on. Our intervals of time are 24 hours. We have our mouse sensitivity, which we can reduce a bit if we want, and press next. Now we've got date and time again. So we've got our date and our time zone, our date format, our date separator, time format 24 hours. Now an important thing to do here, if you're in the UK or anywhere where they have daylight saving time, is to enable the box, put to week, and then I'm going to just set for the last Sunday in March at 2 o'clock in the morning. That is where the clocks will go back an hour, and then in October, last Sunday in October, they will go forward. Actually that's 2 and that should be 1. We'll just change that. Network protocol we want to turn on and go next. So now we're on to the holiday page. Now this is if you want to give your NVR a little holiday. You can set a day or a period of time that it's not recording. We're going to just skip that. Now we're going to select here DHCP, but first we've got to go into modify, and it looks like a little pencil. And then we're going to select DHCP because we're going to set this unit up for P2P, which is peer-to-peer connection. And press OK, and that's selected it there. Then we'll go next, and this will bring us into our peer-to-peer QR scans. Now this is the one we want. So if we get our IDMS app on our phone, we can add a device on the app. We got a QR code. Oh, there we go. Which is an NVR. Put a name in. And we're putting the device password. That's added our device. So we've got a camera list here. Now this is for adding cameras over a network. We've plugged ours into the PoE port, so this would only be relevant if you're adding cameras over a switch. So we're just going to press next. Now we've got set up the record screen. Now this is how our cameras are going to record. Now we see here we've got general, motion, alarm or intelligent, which is our analytics. On general, it's going to record 24/7 all the time. On motion, it's just going to record motion. On alarm, it's going to record motion on alarm trigger. On intelligence, this is the IVS, which is the Intelligent Video Analyst. This will record on tripwire or area intrusion. If we didn't want 24/7 recording all the time to save hard drive space and to make searching a lot quicker, what we can do is delete where we don't want 24/7 recording. Let's say between 10 o'clock and 4 o'clock on a Sunday and a Monday. And we might want to go to motion recording there, so we just select motion and then we can put in our lines for motion. Now if, say, on the Monday we only wanted to record motion when there was an alarm trigger, we can select that and add in that box. Let's say on a Tuesday we only want to record motion activated on a tripwire, so we go to general and we delete where we don't want 24/7 recording, and let's say between 4 in the morning and 12 in the afternoon we want it to record on the tripwire. So we'll put in our blue box there, get rid of that one, and you can customize this however you want. So we'll press next here. Now this is for snapshot. This is the camera taking a snapshot event. We might want to take a snapshot on an alarm trigger or a motion event. So again, we can remove where we don't want a snapshot to be sent and change that to a motion trigger, alarm trigger, or our intelligent video analytics trigger. So we can customize that for each day of the week as we want. So press OK on there. And it says thank you for buying our product. We press OK, and that is the end of our setup wizard. Now this will be the same setup whether this is a Cognitio DVR or MVR, 4, 8, 16 or 32 channel. It will all be exactly the same. Also the same for our Eagle range. Well, thank you very much for staying with me on that video. If you have any comments regarding setup, please write them in the comments box below. Other than that, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on another video.